Hello, this is Bobby Kingery in the Career Services Office at Eastern Illinois University. Today I'd like to talk to you about cover letters. Cover letters are that companion piece to your resume that you can send when you're applying for an internship or a full-time position. And I know a lot of people don't like writing cover letters. They don't want to waste the time, but cover letters are not a waste of your time. They're an important tool in your job or internship search, which allows you another opportunity to convince the employer that you have something valuable to offer them. Uh, the resume is going to hopefully do an excellent job of outlining your experiences and your basic skills. Uh, but that's all the resume does. It doesn't necessarily focus them in on what's most relevant to them, and it doesn't have the chance to give them an opportunity to get to know a little bit about your personality. And that's very important when we start talking about culture. Do you fit their environment? Are they a good fit for you? So the cover letter is an important tool that you're going to use throughout your lifespan as you look to new positions. And learning how to write an effective one now can really launch you more effectively and give you that advantage over others who don't learn this skill. So let's talk a little bit today about what a strong cover letter looks like. Let me share my screen here. This is a cover letter template that you will find on the Career Services page at EIU. It is a template, and I know I've told you not to use resume templates, but unlike a resume template that plugs your information in, this is simply going to tell you what to include and where. So you're still going to have to determine what information to include. So this is a template that I'm actually okay with and highly encourage you taking a look at and using. As we walk through it, this is a basic business letter format. So we put your return address without your name at the top of the cover letter, and we put the date that you're sending it. And spell that out. So March 14th, 2020, rather than 3/14/2020. The next thing you'll see is that you want to send it to an individual. We list the recruiter's name. This is like getting mail at your house. If you get something to occupant, you're not interested. So it's best if we can direct this to an individual rather than to whom it may concern, which I never want you to use on a cover letter. You can research the recruiters, hopefully by the website. The name may be listed in the job description. You may be able to find them on LinkedIn. Do everything you can to send this to an individual person. If you can't find it and you've done everything, then you can send it to a job title. I will usually send it to a recruiter or director of human resources. Then we do the inside address, the name of the organization, their mailing address. Dear whomever, and list their name, don't write whomever. And then we're into the actual body of the cover letter. First paragraph is pretty easy. We are simply telling them what position you're interested in and how you found out about it. This lets them know if there's a connection. It lets them know where their advertising is working. And by telling them what position you're interested in, they have a guide now in their head of the skills and experiences and qualities they're looking for in the individual to take this position. First paragraph is also where you name drop. Let's say your next door neighbor works for the company and they suggested that you apply. Ask your next door neighbor if it's okay to use their name in the cover letter, and if it is, and you believe they are respected at that employer, so that's how you start. You know, Mr. So-and-so mentioned to me this opening and encouraged me to apply. That's fine. Name dropping won't get you a job. It really won't, but it will give the recruiter somebody to talk to learn more about you. And it will possibly give you added credibility right off the top. So if you can name drop and you have permission to do so, we want to do that in the first paragraph. Then we get to the middle section of the cover letter, and this is the part that takes more preparation and more thought. What I want you to think about for this section is that after you have reviewed the job description and identified the skills and experiences you have that match what they're looking for, and after you have checked out their company website or their organization website, and you've seen how they talk about themselves, how they talk about the company, how they talk about their employees, and what's important to them, you now know what to focus on in this middle section of the cover letter. When we are looking for a job or an internship, you want to think about the top 2 or 3 things that you have to let them know about you that you believe will be your strongest factors in getting that opportunity. And those 2 or 3 things are what I want you to highlight in this middle section of the cover letter. It can be 1 to 2 short paragraphs. It does have to be brief, because if you were to print this cover letter, I don't want it to exceed a page. You're not going to tell them everything about you. You're going to focus on the things that you believe are most effective for them to know. You're going to state them, and then you're going to back it up with an example to support your statement. The fear so many people have about cover letters is that they don't want to sound cocky or obnoxious. And I understand that, but I need you to sound confident that you have something to offer and that they need to know more about you. And you sound confident by telling them what you have to offer, and then by backing it up with a solid example that supports it. You're not bragging if you're sharing with me what you've done and you're supporting it. You're giving me important information that I need to know so that I know if you're a good fit for my organization and for the position I have open. So the top 2 to 3 things, again, it has to be brief, but that's what you're going to highlight in there for me in that middle section, those 1 to 2 paragraphs, the information I best need to know with supporting material. That's the most important part of the cover letter. It's the hardest to write, but we can help you learn how to write that. And we're very good at that. But I want you to try first, because it's more helpful if we know what you're thinking so that we can help you bring that message to the potential employer. After you've done that, we're at that final closure paragraph, kind of back to business. Let them know that your resume or any other materials they have asked for, how they are going to get them. Are they uploaded into their website? Did they require that you complete an application, and have you completed it? Let them know in that final paragraph. And then try to lead an action to that next step. What's the outcome you want from this cover letter? They will suggest, as in this one, that you request an interview. And you can do that very directly. If you're going into sales, you need to close the deal. That's a really important aspect of a salesperson. So request that interview. Let them know when you will follow up with them. I will contact you the week of August 14th to learn more about the position and to discuss my opportunities. I used to, when I was job searching, end my cover letter with a statement that went similar to, I look forward to meeting you and discussing how I can help Eastern Illinois University Career Services achieve their goals. I did that because I look forward to meeting you suggests I look forward to getting an interview, and how I can help EIU Career Services achieve their goals. The focus of the cover letter and of your job search is not on what you are looking for, it's on how you're going to solve their problems, how you're going to help them be better. And so by saying something like that, I look forward to meeting you and discussing how I can help Career Services achieve their goals. The focus is on what I can do for you, why I will be valuable to your organization. That's what you're trying to get across. We typically also let them know how to get in touch with you, list your phone number again, or perhaps an email address. Yes, I know they'll get that on the resume, but it's kind of standard policy just to put that in the cover letter. And then when you're done, your basic closure, whatever you like to use that is professional, and you've written a cover letter. And if it's effective, it is an incredible marketing piece that makes them want to read that resume and go to that next step. I encourage you to learn how to write these, and I promise you, very few of you will enjoy it. But if you write a practice one, pull up a job description, even if you're not job searching yet or internship searching, pull up a description that is interesting to you, walk through this template, put together a rough draft of a cover letter, and then make an appointment with Career Services so we can review it with you. I want to see the job description. I'm probably going to pull up the organization, and then we're going to look at your cover letter, and we can talk about what I believe or what my staff believes you can do better so that you understand where we're coming from and how we're promoting it. Once we've done that a couple times, the majority of students are very comfortable with this process and advocate for themselves really well in the cover letter. That's the goal. We're your partners in learning how to do this. You're not going to look like a fool if you don't write a brilliant cover letter the first time. I've been working in career services for over 24 years, and I still sometimes struggle with exactly how I want to say something in a cover letter. We're here to support you. We're here to help you accomplish that goal and learn these skills so that when you get out there, you're set. So contact us through Handshake, our new platform, and you can suggest or request an interview with us or an appointment with us through that medium. You can call our office Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30 at 217-581-2412. And my staff will help you get on a calendar, but definitely reach out. We're here to help you. We're here to do everything possible for you to be successful as you look for those experiences. So again, Bobby Kingery with EIU Career Services. We're here for you, and I hope this gives you a really good feel for how to get started with cover letters.